Hey guys, Sunblaze here. Welcome to week number 4 of the Minecraft Sim League. If you've watched the last few videos, you'll know that the standings have jumbled up quite a bit. The Savannah Cats still in first after week 1 though, with the Tridents earning 2 medals over the last 3 weeks to be in second. Copper Golem sitting in third, and then the Bone Bows outright in fourth, with all the other teams trailing behind them, and the Sniffers in dead last where they should be. But this week is week number 4, which means we are going to be playing Quidder, which, if you guys don't remember, basically these guys are just going to go off into the cave. They're going to collect an item and they're going to bring it back, and it's going to drop it right here in this chest. And you may notice that I'm not running any game sound. It is because the game sound sounds like this. So you may not want to hear that the whole time. In fact, it is currently driving me insane. So hopefully we can get through 12 matches with this. And yeah, this is how it's going to go. If you know how the other fictional sports play that this one's based on, then it's pretty much the same. There are a couple of different things, but they will be sort of explained as they come up. And if you want a full explanation, go back to my first video that I made, the introduction video. And that will explain it for you guys. But let's get right into our introduction of matches here. With match number 1, the Copper Golems taking on the Cherries, and then we've got match number 2, the Dogpack against the Whitewoods. In match number 3, we've got my Sunrays taking on the Sniffers. There's a clear winner that I want there. That's just full bias there. In number 4, we got the Chargers taking on the Gapplers, and then we got the Bucketheads against the Flyers, and then in number 6, we got Tridents taking on the Diamondeers. In match number 7, we have the Undead versus the Edge. Then we have the Royal Hogs versus the Violets. We have the Savannah Cats versus the Pillagers, the Bone Bows versus the Jockeys, the Detonators versus the Hivemind, and the Phantoms versus the Lush Dwellers. So, without further ado, let's get right into our first matchup, which again is the Copper Golems taking on the Cherries. And I just realized that this is a little backwards. The blue side is on the right and the red is on the left. They are going to correspond, so the Copper Golems over there on the blue are going to be on this blue side, and the Cherries are going to be on the red side, on the red side over there. I don't think there's any bias towards either side, which one will do better. So we're just gonna get right into it. And I'm not really sure the average. Like I've played a couple of matches of Quitter, and they took different lengths of time. So we are going to just get right into it. There's a Bludgeoner's Wing. That's not really going to do anything for the Copper Golems, and the Cherries start off with a Quaffler. You may notice another thing. I'm not running scoreboard today, just because it's been taking a while. So okay, so now they've got a Bludgeoner and a Bludgeoner's Ring, so both, I believe, are worth 10 points, and I will review that before I get the final score here. But the Cherry's off to a hot start with a Super Quaffler now. They're going to get another Quaffler here, and a Quaffler also for the Copper Golems. And they're going to get a Bludgeoner there, and another Bludgeoner for the Copper Golems. It really just comes down to whoever gets the Golden Snitcher. I've never seen a lead get like quite so high that the Golden Snitcher doesn't immediately win the game. All right, so a broomsticker means that they get to take a super quaffler or a quaffler from their opponent. So now that's 30 points to the Cherries. They've got quite a few now. I believe that's 80 points now. So they are pretty far in the lead. And now a Bludger's Wing, that's going to take those, it's going to increase the levels of both of those. So those are both now, I think, worth 10. I will have to review it again before we get the final score here. Another Bludgeoner and the Golden Snitcher for the Copper Golems. That, as well as the Cherries were doing, that probably wins the game for the Copper Golems. So with that all wrapped up, let us check the final scores. And after doing the calculations, yes, the Bludgeoner and the Bludgeoner's Wing, when held together, are both worth 10 points, so equal to a Quaffler. Super Quafflers are 30, regular Quafflers are 10, and the Golden Snitcher, of course, is 150 points and also ends the game, which the Copper Golems were able to take away and added to their total points. That brings them to what was it 210 to just the Cherries 100. So a noble effort from the Cherries. The Copper Golems will take another win here, and 210 is pretty good for them. Copper Golems, I believe, are in third, if I remember correctly. And one of my viewers I know is a fan of the Copper Golems, so that's pretty good for them. And again, we have yet to see if 210 is a good score or not. We'll find out. So whether they win a medal or not is up to the other teams as we move on to match number two, the Dogpack and the Whitewoods. And now we've got them all set up ready to go. Let's get right into it with our first roll. Does take a little while. I can make it a little bit more efficient, but it's still pretty good. A Bludgeoner's Wing for both teams. A Broomsticker. Oh, but never mind. A Golden Snitcher. These do not count at all. Do not count the the Golden Snitcher. Shut up for the Whitewoods, but it will not count. 0 points to 150. That's sometimes something that can happen in Quidder. It'll just show up right away. And the dog pack will take the win here by a score of 150 to 0. So I have a feeling that will be a pretty common score because it is just a 1 in 9 chance in all the dropper slots, a 1 in 9 chance for that Golden Snitcher to show up for either team. So 210 might end up winning a medal, which would be very good for the Copper Golems. That might even thrust them into the lead if the Savannah Cats have nothing to say about it. Now we move on with the highly anticipated match number three, the Sunrays taking on the Sniffers, and we all know who everyone wants to win here. It's not even my own bias that I want my own team to win. It's everybody's bias. Hashtag we hate the Sniffers, everyone. Let's get right into it with spin number one. Sniffers got their first win of the year last week. Uh, no, 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 Shirley, no, please, please. No, we can't lose. We can't lose the Sniffers. Not on the first pin. And in a shock upset, the Sunrays go down with only 30 points to the to the Sniffers. To the Sniffers. I can't even spell it right. I can't even spell it right. They got a golden snitcher off the rip. And RIP might be an accurate acronym for my team. Wow. Our second loss in 2 weeks. We might be ending up in the danger zone here. The Sniffers. Oh, get their first 2 points of the season. Hopefully that won't end up in a medal, but I have no words. I I have no words. That was the most disappointing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But we're gonna try our best to forget about it and move on to match number four: the Chargers taking on the Gapplers. And I know that these are two fan favorites. I'm pretty sure I got a commenter on the first video for each of these teams, so this should be an exciting one. I know the Gapplers are not doing that well right now, and the Chargers are doing quite the opposite. So good start here for both teams. 30 points to the Chargers, good, and just 10 for the Gapplers. Hopefully they can come away with a win here. I believe they are on 0 points, and now the Gapplers will take the lead with 40. But again, it does really all come down to that golden snitcher when it appears and for what team, because that will surely decide it. A broom sticker will steal this super quaffler. Is not what the Gapplers wanted to see, but they've got one right back. And some standard points trading here for both teams. Uh, 3 Bludgeoner's Wings. That's not really going to help them right now. When will the Golden Snitcher appear? Another Super Quaffler, another regular Quaffler. But they've got a Super Quaffler to their good as well. So the Gappler's in the lead by 10. A Broomsticker for will steal their right back, but never mind. Another Broomsticker for the Chargers will steal it back. This Super Quaffler passing around. More standard points here. Another regular Quaffler. This is our longest game by far thus far. So whoever wins this is probably going to end up with a medal. Why is so many Bludgeoner's Wings showing up, but no Bludgeoners? More points going around. Am I missing something? I feel like it might be. Nope, they are still getting stuff. Yep, another Super Quaffler. And now a Bludgeoner, so that'll increase their score by 20. I can't tell who's winning anymore. The math is now over my head. Another Bludgeoner for that side, and one for that side. Bludgeoner apiece, a Bludgeoner apiece. And we continue. Now the Golden Snitcher has appeared, which means this next drop, if it comes, will not count. I think that was. This won't count, and I think that was another extra Bludgeoner, which will not count. So unfortunately for the Gapplers, the Golden Snitcher did show up for the Chargers first, which means they will definitely, legitimately take the win here. Unless there's a significant difference, which I don't think so. I think they've just got three more quafflers, but we will calculate the score and make their place in the history books. And it was a very high scoring one all around, but the Chargers, an impressive 320 points. And the Gapplers, even though they lost, they managed to rack up 210, so they may become the first team to earn a medal despite losing the match. But we will have to see at the end. We've got 4 matches down, 8 to go. Hope you guys are enjoying. Hopefully somebody's watching this video. Goodness me, I do not put this much time into these videos just to have nobody watch them, which is how the last ones have gone. But it does not matter. I have fun anyway. So we are on to match number 5, the Bucketheads taking on the Flyers. We are ready to go with match number 5, and let's just get it straight underway here with our first rolls into the cave of Bludgeoner's Wing for the Flyers. A wing is very suitable for them. They will now grab a broom sticker, which will steal this super quaffler. And the Buckethead's racking up some bludgeoners, but nothing else. And a broom sticker that has yet to be used. Now they can steal this. And now they're getting a bludgeoner. So they have stolen a lot of points from the Bucketheads thus far. Bucketheads, they're only getting bludgeoners. Oh, this is just getting silly. This is just getting silly. Another bludgeoner for the Flyers as well. Can they get anything else? There's a wing for the Bucketheads. And now they're going to get their broom sticker, so they're going to get their super quaffler back. They seem to only be able to get bludgeoners. I don't quite know what's going on here. Now there's another super quaffler. Another bludgeoner. And there's a broom sticker, so they will steal their quaffler back. And we're back to even on that front. 6 bludgeoners. That's just insane. When will the golden snitcher appear? There it is. So this will not count. And whatever they added here, of course, the golden snitcher appears for the Flyers right after. They've got quite a few bludgeoner pairs, but it will not measure up to the golden snitcher that the Bucketheads have just gotten, and we will calculate. And the Bucketheads win certainly here, but by what margin is the question. And they will steal the silver medal from the pairing of other teams. Flyers only able to put up 90, but that is pretty high compared to some of the other teams that have lost thus far. Yes, the Copper Golems and the Gapplers will drop to a shared bronze as the Bucketheads take silver and the Chargers stay in gold. That will probably not be broken, to be honest. That was quite a long game. But we shall see as we move on to nearly our halfway point, match number 6. We've got the Tridents taking on the Diamondeers. We are ready to go. Tridents currently sitting in second on the season. Let's see if they can match that with a win. They both got our wing right away. We move on with our second go around here. And the Golden Snitcher straight to the Tridents. Whatever they receive here will not count. And the Diamondeers will only manage to put together a bludgeoner pair. So 150 points for the Tridents will not earn them a medal, but it will certainly earn them the win. And that's what I like to see, more fast ones like that, please. Tridents earning 150 points to the Diamondeers, just with the Bludgeoners pair will only earn 20. So the Tridents get another W. They will not earn a medal this week, but we move on with match number 7, which is the Undead taking on the Edge. Let's get right underway, and now we are halfway through this video, so if you are alive and you exist, you know what to do. Make sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Just let me know that you are out there and you are watching these videos because, yeah, we are not getting a whole lot of clicks recently, which of course doesn't matter to me. I'm having a whole lot of fun, but it would be nice. I put a lot of effort into editing these videos, a lot of time and effort into filming and editing, so appreciate a little like in the comments, subscribe. Let me know that you are a living human being. Let me just check real quick, and that broom sticker will steal the Quaffler for the Undead, which puts them pretty firmly in the lead, but a Golden Snitcher would still win it for the Edge if they get one. Never mind, it's coming to the Undead, and they will take a dominant victory here. That broom sticker will not matter, and they are just going to be able to grab 20 points here. And the Undead with quite a few more. And the Undead, another pretty good win, will steal the medal away from those paired teams. The Edge only able to put up 20 from 2 Quafflers. And the Undead getting 230 will nab them the bronze right now. So 5 matches to go. Let's get right back into it with game number 8, which is the Royal Hogs taking on the Violets. These are two lower end of the table teams, both looking for some solid points and hopefully a pretty large score. The Royal Hogs didn't get anything there. That's not right. So something didn't work there. It should have more than one item. So let's just do a quick little edit there to make sure they have what they need. And now both teams are tied with a Bludgeoner and a Wing apiece. We continue. And there's the Golden Snitcher. Royal Hogs will take the victory. That is a good amount of points for them. And once again, the Golden Snitcher are late for the other team. So 170 for the Royal Hogs and just 30 for the Violets as it finishes. As we are now 2/3 of the way through this video. The Royal Hogs 170 to the Violets 30. And that will unfortunately not win the Royal Hogs any medals, which is probably something that they would hope for as we get near to the end of this first cycle, but a win nonetheless. And we move on with matchup number 9, Savannah Cats versus the Pillagers. And two very differing stories here. Savannah Cats in first place pretty comfortably, I think only by 1 point, but they've been in first place since week number 1. And the Golden Snitcher, straight out for them, I was going to do this whole thing about, the Pillagers currently sitting in the relegation zone with only 1 point, so a win would be a massive upset and would help them a lot here, but it's not even going to happen. The Savannah Cats straight off the bat, 150 points, that's pretty much all they need. Broomsticker won't do anything for the Pillagers there, and so the Savannah Cats will take the big win here. The Savannah Cats taking the a pretty wide margin of victory, although it won't earn them a medal, although I doubt they need one, unless the Copper Golems come away with something, but I think they only had 210, so that won't earn them a medal either. Yeah, the Copper Golems only had 210, so that will not earn them a medal. And no other team close to them really is threatening. So the Savannah Cats likely staying in first another week. It's pretty good run as of late, and the cycle victory. Um, Whoever has the most wins in a cycle will earn a cycle victory, which is worth 20 season points. Just a big, big margin And that will do really well for them if they manage to hold on to that, the Savannah Cats. And we move on with match number 10, the Bone Bows and the Jockeys. And we have this and just two more matches to go after this one. So let us speed right through these. Nothing for the Jockeys and a Golden Snitcher. So that's okay. So the Golden Snitcher for the Bone Bows right away, and they just got a broom sticker. Um, it's not even going to matter with the second spin because the very first spin for the Bone Bows was the W. So another quick one that the Bone Bows will take, although it is weird why we aren't getting that drop sometimes. I may have to look through my machine here to see why that's not activating, but it is an issue for another time. Bone Bows take the W by another 150 to 0 margin. And just two games to go here. If you are enjoying, make sure to leave a like, comment your favorite team, and of course, as I always propose, if you have an idea for a team that you want to see in the league, I will be switching them out at the end of the season. This whiteboard will have team names on them, so this could be your team right here. So if you have a team idea, make sure to leave it down below. You, right there. If you have an idea, leave it down below in the comments. And this will be the second division once we get some team suggestions. And of course, at the end of the season, we will be replacing those if we have a season two, which is not looking likely at the moment, but we press on. And on to matchup number 11, the Detonators versus the Hivemind. And now we are going for matchup number 11. Hivemind starting off with a broom sticker, so they will steal that next amount of points that the Detonators get, like that Quaffler right there. And we continue on. Another Bludgeoner and another Quaffler for the Detonators, so they've got their points back here. Hivemind hoping for something. There is a Bludgeoner wing, so that will give them some points. Pretty slow so far, though. It'll likely just explode when the Golden Schnitzer shows up. There's a Super Quaffler for the Detonators. And now a Broom Sticker. They will steal back their Quaffler. And another Broom Sticker will mean they steal this right here. No Golden Snitcher yet, but the Detonators have a pretty commanding lead. I think nothing might have dropped there for the Detonators, but not willing to review. They continue on. Another wing for the Detonators does help them there. 8 Bludgeoners have shown up for the Hivemind and 0 wings, basically. No Golden Snitcher yet. We are still waiting on it. It's just a 1 in 9 chance, they say. 9 Bludgeoners now, and 9 Quafflers for the Detonators. 10 Bludgeoners. And finally, we see the Golden Snitcher here for the Detonators, and that 11th Bludgeoner sadly will not count as it was so crucial to their only 1 Bludgeoner wing. So 9 scoreless Bludgeoners here. This is really where their score is coming from right here. And the Detonators with a big win, they may be able to jump into a medal spot here. 9 Quafflers, very impressive. And a big win for the Detonators. I will check after this whether or not they earned a medal here. But 340 points for the Detonators. Well, I mean, it's certainly a medal. Is it the gold is the question. 340. That's 240 320 for the Chargers, which I think had the gold before. So, yes, the Detonators will steal the gold from the Chargers, who now move down to silver territory. And I do believe that 240 is still holding on, yep, to the bronze. So the Bucketheads 240 with just one match to go. So things could still be shaken up if a team manages to score more than 340 points. But I would be pretty surprised if that were to happen. So let's just run all the way down here to matchup number 12. The Phantoms taking on the Lush Dwellers. And our two teams are down and ready to go. So let's get right underway. And will we get an exciting last match or will it be over quickly? A quaffler for both teams right away. So still neck and neck, but at just 10 points. And now it's over. The Golden Snitcher for the Phantoms will take the W, and this quaffler will not count in the end. Neither will this broomsticker. So just 10 for the Lush Dwellers, and the Phantoms will take the 160-point dub, which will help them out a lot because they were sitting on 0 points. And although they do not get a medal, they will get 2 points, which could may or may not see them out of the relegation zone. And now our last match getting filled out here, our last sign getting put down. Phantoms 160 to just the Lush Dwellers 10. And that will do it. Now we calculate our gold, silver, and bronze medal, which should happen pretty quickly. And here we go all the way down here. The Detonators with an impressive 340 earning gold, and the Chargers will earn their second medal of the cycle of the season, earning a silver this week against the Gapplers after a bronze last week. And the Bucketheads will earn their first medal, which is a bronze. So here are our standings after 4 weeks. Now that I've gone and calculated it, the Chargers, actually their medal was only that quarter of a bronze that was from last week, and so they jump up into third, though only 2 points behind the leader Savannah Cats, who have got 4 wins in four. So it is very likely that they are going to be nabbing those 20 cycle points, which is going to be huge for them. The Detonators jump all the way from down there up to fifth, tied for fourth, actually, with those extra 10 points that they nabbed this week in the gold. And the Copper Golems also tied for fourth. Bone Bows outright in sixth. Dogpack in seventh. Two teams on nine, one on seven, four on six, then the Lush Dwellers on five, four teams on four, including my Sunrays. This is just dangerously close to the relegation zone. And then we've got the Phantoms, the Whitewoods, and the Sniffers all on two. Hopefully the Sniffers stay as low as possible. Pillagers still only have 1 point this week. They got thrashed by the number one team, the Savannah Cats, and unfortunately, the Gapplers. I know somebody commented on the first video saying they wanted the Gapplers to win. And the Gapplers through 4 weeks, 0 points at all. So that's just really unfortunate. So my condolences to my one Gapplers fan. If you're watching this video, then lament with me in the comments. I'm really sorry about that. I promise I'm not rigging anything. Yeah, this is just really unfortunate. Hope you guys. Well, I wish you good luck in the future, unless it's against the Sunrays, in which case I want to win. But yeah, this is how the season is looking with 2 weeks to go till the end of the cycle. Next week should be a little bit more interesting. We've got Four Feathers, a four-player game, and the Drop Sixes, of course, a six-player game. So very exciting stuff to come. And yeah, we will get right back to it. I will have to make a new match thing now. But when that time comes, I will do it. So if you guys have watched this far, if you're here at all, like just watching this video, I'll make sure to like, comment, just, just say hi. You know, sometimes it's just nice to know that people are watching my videos. You know, I make them and they get like 2 views, and you know, I mean, it's cool. But I probably know the two of you that are watching these videos, so it's not quite as cool. If you're new and you don't know me personally, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that you exist and are alive and are not a bot. So, yeah, that is it for week number 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe and see ya.